If you've never liked the X440, chances are you still might not like this one. Initially, even I didn't like a few things on this until I saw it up close, and that is when some opinions changed. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. This is the X440T from Harley Davidson, the company's second offering, and these are available in Hero Premier dealership, and I have seen some of them in the Harley stores as well. Hero or Harley claims that there have been host of changes on this model compared to the older X440, but is it really worth the price? First off, there is no base model on this. It is just one variant and it cost a humongous 2.8 lakhs, and by the way, it is just ex-showroom price, not even on-road. The on-road cost in Hyderabad is 3.6 lakhs approximately. Seems like the hit by the GST is being absorbed by this bike alone. Because at that price, you will start to wonder what people might think or say for putting such a price on a bike that produces just 27 horsepower, while there are so many other options that churn out about 40 bhp mark. But if you are like me, who doesn't care 80% of the times about what others say, then you wouldn't mind about any opinions. Because the best part about this bike is neither Royal Enfield nor Honda has a thumpy engine that produces power in this band. Yes, Royal Enfield has a Scram 411 which produces about 24-25 horsepower, but still, most of the long stroke engines are either close to 20 horsepower or 40 horsepower. Also, the power figures near 30 horsepower mark is the sweet spot for Indian roads, because this bike balances power with efficiency at up to 35 kilometers per liter. That is fairly a good and decent number for a 27 horsepower machine. Now they added modes such as road and rain to enhance the riding experience. There are other features too, such as the rear switchable ABS, but most of us may not use it because it is a heavy bike at 192 kgs. Ride by wire, an old feature now but surely a good to have. Switchable traction control. From the exterior, it gets LED headlamps, LED indicators. The same goes in the rear as well. It's a very neat and decent looking design. There is 13.5 liters of fuel tank, which should do good for long rides. The seat on the X440 is already a very comfortable one, so even this one has the same offering. Front tire size is 100 by 90 18-inch, and the rear one is 140 section 17-inch tire. 320mm disc in the front and a 240mm rear. The suspension is from KYB with 130mm of travel. Seat height is 805 with ground clearance at 170. I think that should be suitable for Indian roads. I am 5'6" and 68 kgs, but this feels heavy for me to even move around. Things that I hated about the X440 have been mostly addressed, but not all of them. The design is much better, the quality of paint and the glossy touch adds a good feel. The rear has changed as that was the most hated part. Overall, the finished product now looks cleaner and more premium. However, I still do not like this exhaust and radiator design. It appears very obvious and out of place for me. But again, that is subjective matter. Let me know in the comments how do you feel about it. The catalytic converter is something inevitable, but the exhaust design isn't as clean as the other competitors, even with the new shield on top. But the engine is a solid one, as I have talked to a few random buyers who had X440 for a while. Exhaust note is something that is really sweet on this one. If you are planning on this, remember not to regret. It is an enthusiast bike and obviously the one who has the money. But there is a fair amount of reliability aspect now, and there won't be many number of bikes like the other companies, so you won't find so many bikes beating to get serviced in the service centers. But there are also less service centers, so at times you might still have to be patient for the service completion timelines. Talking about the screen, it is a 3.5-inch TFT display. It is very much legible in direct sunlight, and it hosts some quirky features that might be essential for some, such as the ones you connect to the HD app. You can control the music, reject calls, obviously don't accept calls unless important while riding. Other features such as call alerts, battery status, etc. I like the way it looks. The chrome element gives a very premium appearance as well. You also get USB Type-C with Quick Charge 2.0. There are colors which are white, blue, red and black for this bike, and now it also gets bar and mirrors as standard, and these switchgear looks of good quality as well. Now concluding this video, if you plan to buy this motorcycle, remember it is not going to be a value for money project, but what it does better is balance better power with good efficiency. A unique motorcycle at a unique price obviously, but you get nice, thumpy and enjoyable ride and a comfortable pillion seat too. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments how do you like it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much.